I'm excited to introduce our next speaker, who is recognized as one of CRN's 2020 Women of the Channel. Throughout her 10 years at Impact, Cynthia Bennett has grown her career, become a leader, and made recruitment a top priority for a growing organization. In her current role as Vice President of Talent Acquisition, Cynthia heads up the department in charge of recruiting initiatives for all Impact divisions and levels. Today, she's going to be speaking with us about the art of storytelling in recruitment marketing and how businesses should be using this to leverage top talent. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the stage, Cynthia Bennett.
Great, thank you so much for that introduction. Very excited to be here today with all of you. We've had some great presentations so far. I've had the pleasure of meeting a few of our clients and look forward to hopefully having a few more conversations with more of you throughout the day as well. I'm going to be speaking on the art of storytelling, using this to attract top talent through the use of recruitment marketing. So what is recruitment marketing and why is it essential to winning top talent today? This is the process of using marketing strategies to attract and engage with that talent. And you might ask, why is it important to invest in recruitment marketing as a business? According to a recent survey done by Manpower, 73% of all employers are having a difficult time finding skilled candidates. And if you are in this 73%, just what is this costing you as an organization? Depending on how many open roles that you're looking to fill and how long it's taking you to fill those roles, you could be risking the following. You could be missing out on top talent because you're not moving fast enough. It could be inhibiting your growth as an organization, turnover due to burnout for your current staff, increased workload, and a loss of morale with your current staff as well. So today, recruitment marketing is more important than ever, and if you don't currently have a strategy in place, you should look at doing so. And the first step we need to look at when we're building a recruitment marketing strategy is our employee brand itself. So let's talk through employee brand and the power of brand itself that it has. A strong brand presence can ensure that your target audience can recall or recognize your brand and the content that you're putting out. It makes your business stand out. It resonates with certain audiences and reflects the values and brand personality of your organization. And there's a lot that goes into building an a strong employee brand that you can see up here on the screen today. But ultimately, what does having a strong employee brand do for your organization? It helps you to build familiarity and trust, two very important factors to strive for when you are building your brand. When we see these brands up here on the screen today, most of us know these brands very well. We have a sense of trust with these brands, and some of us even a sense of loyalty too. And although a lot of us are not on the scale of these companies up here, we should really be aiming to gain that credibility in our respective marketplace, whatever that might look like. And what goes into building a strong recruiting brand is a couple different things. First, we're going to touch on social media and the power of social media itself. We're going to touch on video, which Cecilia talked a lot about, and we're going to tie that into recruiting. We're going to talk about paid ads, which you've heard a lot about, which will also tie into recruiting, and how that all of these things overall affect the candidate experience that you're giving to the talent. So building a strong recruiting brand with social media. Let's start there. Social media has become essential to every aspect of business operations, from selling your products and services to customer service. And recruitment is no different, yet many companies are either ignoring building a recruitment marketing strategy, or they just don't know where to start. And it takes more than just posting an ad when you have an open role to get the top talent that you're looking for. There has to be a strategy in place for that. And if I'm a job seeker, exploring a company on social media is going to be one of the first things that I'm doing. And I'm taking it very seriously when I'm on there. And if I'm seeing little to no content being shared by companies, that could either give off the impression that they don't care about attracting top talent, or they're not a very forward-thinking organization. Where on the flip side, if you're seeing that content, it's giving you that strong brand presence, and it's giving the candidates an understanding of your culture, your values, and it may overall pique their interest further into wanting to join your organization. Additionally, if you are sharing open roles on social media and encouraging your employees to do so as well, job seekers are 5 times more likely to be hired and 55% faster as well. That makes a huge difference when you're going up against other companies for top talent that you're competing with. And it can be overwhelming to think about where to start when you're building a social media plan in specific. And you should first really look at identifying your goals and objectives. What does your hiring forecast look like? How many roles are you looking to fill within the next year or so? What does your long-term hiring strategy look like? And have you thought about that? The next is identifying your target audience and candidate personas. Really work to understand who is your candidate persona and who are you going after. Content that is tailored to the Gen Z professionals should be very different to content geared towards the millennial professionals. Same with the trade. If you're looking for more of a trades role, that content is going to be different than professional services, right? So you really have to understand and identify what that persona looks like. Lastly, we want to focus on investing in paid advertising and monitoring the data analytics behind that. Where you post is very important and helps you reach your best ideal audience. You can't just post anywhere and expect results. You have to do the research beforehand to know where you're going to see the most success. And a recent poll ranks Facebook and Instagram, LinkedIn and Facebook as the top 2 platforms to post recruiting content on. Facebook is, one of the largest social networks with over 2 billion users, so it's no wonder why this performs very well. Stephanie hit on this earlier in her presentation. It's a great platform to share information, share photos, and really just work with different communities on there. And LinkedIn is very, very popular these days, where 98% of hiring teams are utilizing LinkedIn for their strategy. And it's no wonder why, because LinkedIn is one of the most popular professional networks in the world and one of the most trusted professional networks in the world as well. So you really want to understand, where should I be posting based on the candidates that I'm looking to target. And in addition to posting on social media, you can also put the paid media advertising behind that, which we'll talk about. So for example, if I'm looking to hire a finance manager, let's say in the greater Chicago area and or Philadelphia, and I'm looking for very specific skill sets, I can build my ads based around that, and I can identify who exactly those ads are targeting. So you know that over, in this case, 3,000 pre-qualified leads are going to be seeing the content that I'm sharing on social media, and then I'm also putting the paid advertising behind that. And you can even get more granular based on what your needs are as well. If you have a specific position that you're looking to fill that needs a certain level of education or a specific certification, you're able to plug that in to most social media networks to grab the people that you're looking for. Now, it's not enough just to post a generic ad that you see up here on the internet and expect results. You need to be intentional with what you're posting, where you're posting it, and who it's going to be in front of. And the content that you should be developing for your recruitment social media should really be a strategic blend of culture, values of your company, and overall career opportunities. Put yourself in the job seeker's shoes. What are they going to want to see? What is going to resonate with them? What is going to help them take that next step to consider you and go further into the funnel? So on here you can see a couple examples of what we've posted recently. First being more culture focused around our 5-year anniversary, where we take our employees to Tiffany's for a shopping experience to really reward them for their loyalty to our company. So if I'm a job seeker and I'm seeing that a company is doing this, that's going to pique my interest. The next one here is a video of an event that we did. Again, we're not just putting photos and content, we're pairing that with video as well. And then the last one you can see there is more about generic job postings and our culture in general. So again, having that strategic blend. And same with social media, you can also have similar results with paid advertising with job boards, which is just as important when you are building your recruitment marketing strategy. And similar to job boards, you're going to want to pick the best ones for you. There are a ton of different job boards out there. And again, it can be overwhelming to know where I should be posting and when I should be posting, so on and so forth. Indeed, for example, is the largest job posting center in the world. So if I am a job seeker, there's a 99% chance that I've been on Indeed at some point to search for a job. So naturally, it's going to be a really great board to select for your openings. LinkedIn is also a really great one that's becoming significantly popular for paid advertising with jobs as well. It is more focused on the professional services side, with more of those candidate personas being in the mid to senior level. But LinkedIn is also now investing in hitting more of the trades market. So a lot of you are going to see different changes on that platform as they start to target that candidate audience as well. Glassdoor is another really great platform to utilize. And Glassdoor is now a part of Indeed through an acquisition. So if you're utilizing Indeed, you're also reaping the benefits of Glassdoor, which is awesome. And what Glassdoor is known for is the place where candidates go to before they apply for a job. So they've selected a job, they've seen something that they're interested in, now they're going to go to Glassdoor and they're going to read reviews on that company, they're going to get more information on their benefits, just another place to check out some reviews about that particular company. And through Glassdoor, there's also advertising opportunities. So as a company, you can advertise and put your ads up on different companies' pages. So if I'm a logistics company looking for, let's say, a carrier sales rep role, and they're on TQL's page, and I see Schneider Logistics with an ad on their page, I can click on that. I'm then drawn to a different opportunity. So there is a ton of paid advertising opportunities through Glassdoor as well. ZipRecruiter is another really great platform to consider, and what they're really known for is posting your roles on 100+ different job boards that are those smaller, more niche job boards that are maybe more specific to either certain demographics or certain skills or certain trades. But you do reap the benefits of being on 100+ job boards at a time with that. Facebook jobs and Google jobs are also becoming significantly popular just because of the sheer volume of users that are on these platforms. So these are also great for any industry that's looking to invest in paid advertising. And up here on the screen, you can see an example of a paid media strategy that we did recently. Recently, we had a big push to hire a certain amount of IT professionals, and we used Indeed paid advertising to hit a certain candidate pool. So we were able to be extremely granular and go after IT professionals that had a certain amount of years of experience, certain job titles, and certain locations, and we were also able to target candidates based on their searching behavior. So if I was a candidate looking for an engineer job but didn't have that title, that would indicate that I'm at that level ready to take that next opportunity. So we were also able to target those candidates as well. And through doing this, we had a 67% increase in our applicant flow and roles filled 2 months faster than if we did not use paid advertising and just posted on the job boards itself and doing what we're doing. So it can be very powerful to use paid ads. In addition to that, when you're using paid ads, You are, again, strategically going after that specific talent pool. And if you're not, you'll find a lot of times HR teams or recruiting teams are spending a lot of their day going through unqualified applicants, right? So especially if you're hiring for, let's say, a data scientist, where that role is very popular and you're likely going to get applications from all around the world, regardless if it says it's remote or not. So you have to think about, how do you want your recruiters and your HR team spending their time when they are going through applicants? Because it's important to ensure that you are going through all your applicants, because you don't want to miss anybody. But again, that sheer volume, it has to be good, it has to be worth it. So overall, why do we want to invest in paid advertising? With hiring becoming just increasingly difficult across the board, the approach that we take when marketing to our talent must be considered very carefully. Organic strategies are no longer likely to work in an efficient manner. There has to be intent behind who you are drawing to your organization. And what this does is enables a larger reach for you. So you're reaching not only a larger audience, but a more tailored audience based on your needs. In addition to this, it's helping you target a passive and active talent pool, which the passive talent pool is very important, and another thing that a lot of HR and recruiting teams don't really think about, because we're always in the now. We're like, what do we need now? What do we need to fill this month? We also need to think about the future. What does our future hiring look like? Who are we going to need in the funnel a year from now, a year and a half from now, so on and so forth. And through paid advertising, you are targeting this passive brand. They may not be ready to make a decision, but again, they will have that visualization of seeing your brand at some point, whether they engaged in content or not. And if you reach out in the future, they're more likely to engage with you. And also, when they are ready to make a job move, they're going to think about you. They're going to reach back to you. And then again, the advanced targeting features. We don't want to waste our time going through applicants that aren't a fit for what we're looking for. So we have to be strategic on getting in front of the right people to help us build our overall long-term strategy. The next aspect of recruiting that I'd like to touch on in a little bit more detail is video. So we've talked about paid advertising, we talked about social media. Let's get into video. Video is a very important piece to use when you are building a recruitment marketing strategy. It adds a tremendous amount of benefits, what we're going to go through, and overall enhances that candidate experience that I mentioned earlier. And for us at Impact, video is embedded into every touch point of the recruiting process, from our job postings to our career pages to our emails to all of our engagements that are going out to our candidates. We're always putting video in front of them. And video will also help you naturally boost your SEO. So Google loves video and will help you rank higher on search results if you have video built into your careers page, job descriptions, so on and so forth. And then when you have video included on this content, you are also boosting your applicants and posting views. It's known to be 34% higher if an ad has video in it compared to a job posting that doesn't. Again, talking about the clutter of content that users are seeing, especially in the job market. How many job postings are they seeing? What's going to stand out to them? Chances are one with a video as one of the first things that they see. It also helps you naturally increase your brand awareness and gives you the opportunity to take a candidate on a journey and help them to really understand your company, your culture, their values. Again, what's in it for the candidate? What do they want to see? That's what you really need to think about when you are building content within video as well. And then going back to enhancing that candidate experience and standing out from the competition. Video will help you do all of those things. And you can see up here that job ads embedded with video get 800% more engagement. That is a big number. And whether we're taking into account the current market or that passive market that's going to be looking in the future, it is going to resonate them. Now we're going to talk about, the storytelling and how to use this through recruitment marketing and through video, right? We need to take a candidate on a journey to help them understand our company as an organization. And it can be overwhelming to know where to start on how to do this, right? There's a ton of different content that you can create based on telling a story. And I broke it down into a few segments that if you're new to corporate or to video marketing, this will help you really get on that train to build it and build on top of that. The first is to build a video strictly around your company cultures and values, right? A video that is going to show a candidate, this is the company that I'm potentially looking at. This is a little bit more about their values. This is who they are as an organization. This is where they came from, where they're going. It's going to give me that more personal insight. Employee advocacy videos can also be very powerful. So hearing about a company through the lens of an employee rather than corporate marketing content itself. So it's known that candidates trust content from current employees much more than the generic corporate content that they're seeing out there. So it can really build, again, that element of trust that we talked about earlier, of hearing from your current employees what it's like to work at your company. Workplace environment is also another big one, especially in today's age, whether you're remote, on-site, or hybrid. A lot of candidates want to know what the work environment will look like. So having a video behind that is very important. If you are on-site, showcasing your offices, showcasing their work environment, where they're going to be. If you are hybrid or remote, how are you navigating that day-to-day life? How are you building a culture within that? And overall, just giving them an understanding of what is my day-to-day going to be like? Where am I going to be when I am doing this job? Similar to employee advocacy is on the job or day in the life videos, right? Kind of goes hand in hand. This one will be more specific about a role itself. And this can be very beneficial if you hire in bulk for certain roles, right? So if you're hiring for sales representatives all year, right? Having a video based around sales representatives and their day-to-day is going to be very powerful because you'll be able to use that month over month. It can also be helpful for roles that you're not really hiring in for bulk because it's still giving them a piece of that, again, that work environment and what that day-to-day looks like. And up here on the screen, you can see a couple examples of some recruitment video content that we've created recently. One being around our new Houston office that we recently moved into. So we had a really fun video showcasing our office space and again, showing candidates where they would be and showing the entire office in action and being able to showcase that culture. We had our Impactful Day series, which goes hand in hand with a day in the life and employee advocacy. So hearing from an employee in the eyes of them what their day-to-day looks like. And that campaign worked very well from a recruitment marketing standpoint. And then we have our generic company culture video, which is powerful because it can be used in all aspects of recruiting, no matter what position that you are recruiting for. And then lastly, we had a video around building a culture of training and development. So training and development is one of our core values here at Impact, and we're constantly investing into that as an organization. So for us to be able to showcase that up front in the recruiting process is important for us. And again, it's something that resonates with the candidate persona that we're going after. And as you can see here, 72% of candidates need to understand the work culture before accepting an offer. And how are they going to do that if they're just looking at a job posting or just looking at your website? How are you going to take that to the next level to put that emotional element behind it and really help them connect with your brand and your organization? And video can really help you do this. So we touched on a lot today. And ultimately, why should we invest in having a recruitment marketing strategy as an organization? Ultimately, because it is going to affect your business outcomes. And what do those business outcomes look like potentially for your organization? Some of these might include helping drive growth. So having the right people in the right place at the right time is very important for your business's growth. If we can't hire the people we need when we need them, our growth plans often take a slowdown and affect our goals. Another element is tenuring talent. Just as important as hiring top talent is retaining them. And through having an effective recruitment marketing strategy, you are ensuring that you're targeting the right people, you're getting the right people on board, and they're more likely to tenure out with your organization if they're aligned with your company and the job that they're doing. A misaligned or poor hire can cost over 30% of that hire's salary when they turn over. So it is important when you hire to do it right and try to avoid that turnover as much as you can. Morale and culture, another big one. If you are not investing in getting the people you need when you need them, often your current staff is taking on that extra workload. It has to go somewhere, which will affect your morale and culture. And if you are investing in recruitment marketing, your staff is going to see that, they are going to appreciate it. So I want to ask, think about what are your biggest aspirations for your business and how does recruitment marketing play into that? Recruitment marketing is far from straightforward. There is a lot that goes into hiring top talent, but by investing in a strategy like we went over today, it can help you get one step closer to overcoming that hurdle and ultimately helping you reach your loftiest goals as an organization. Thank you.